Morning. I'm gonna make a quick little video this morning about changing yourself. Are you changing yourself? Or are you letting somebody else change you? Let's really think about that. Let's go into it. In order to change yourself first, you have to change your mind. You got to change your thinking. You got to change who you are as a person, who you are as a man, who you are as a woman. You have to change the way you do things. And a lot of people say that, in order to change yourself, just take it a little bit at a time, Well, you know what? I'm going to confess and I'm going to tell you the truth about me. I couldn't take it a little bit at a time. I had to change everything all at once. You see, there's been times in my life where I quit smoking, but I was still drinking. Or I quit drinking, but I was still smoking. I quit drinking, but I was still smoking weed. I was still doing drugs, I might quit doing drugs, but I'm still drinking, I'm still smoking, and I'm still selling drugs. You go through all these different phases of your life like that, and you got to figure out, you got to change your mind. You got to change your mindset. You got to change the way you think. You got to change the way you act. You got to change the people you're around. That's the easy one. I mean, most of y'all know that. But to make it short and sweet, you got to change who you are as a person. And a lot of people might say, man, I can't change who I am. That's just who I am. Well, that's why you still where you are. I mean, that's pretty much plain and simple. But along this journey, I'm going to be right here with you every day, giving you a little bit of insight, a little bit of something to think about your life, about how you react, about how you do things. I've changed a lot of stuff in my life. And am I perfect? No. Have I changed for a long time? No. I mean, what? It's only been 3 months now? Oh, that's a pretty bird. But we'll walk along the journey and I can show you a few little pointers. And I'm still going through the same things too, myself. Just a week ago, I was getting ready to go to sleep and I had extreme cravings for cigarettes. Hadn't had none in like a month and a half. But I had them. And I just had to fight them off. And I'm going to show y'all a quick trick of how to fight off cravings from being addicted, how to fight off bad vibes and just different things that go along in your head. So I was at an AA meeting one time and there was this lady talking, and she was talking about how she was at an NA meeting, Narcotics Anonymous. And basically what happened was she called her sponsor and she said, hey, you know what, since you're my sponsor, I got enough respect for you to let you know that I've been clean and sober this whole time, but I feel like using. And I done made up my mind, I done thought about it for a long time, and I'm gonna use tonight. And so her sponsor said, you know what, I can't stop you from doing what you're doing, so I mean, if you're gonna use, you're gonna use. I can't stop you. She said, but I want you to do me one favor, just one favor. She said, yeah, sure, whatever it is, I'll do it. She said, don't use tonight. Just don't use tonight. She was like, that's it. She said, yeah, just don't use tonight. She said, tomorrow in the morning, if you still feel like using, give me a call and tell me, and you can go use. You can do whatever you want, but just don't use tonight. Make me that promise. And she said, yeah, sure, I won't. So the lady went to sleep. She woke up the next morning. She still wanted to use. She didn't use the night before. She still wanted to use this morning. So when she woke up, she called her sponsor. She said, all right, I went to sleep. I woke up. Still want to use. So I'm about to go use. And the lady said, her sponsor said, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. You could go use. She said, but I thought I told you to call me tomorrow. She was like, I did. I called you next day. It's today. So, I'm going to go use. She said, yeah. She said, but, it was my neighbors. She said, but I thought I told you to call me tomorrow. She said, it's today. She was like, oh, wow. When I heard that right there, y'all, that stuck. It hit me. I never understood living for today. I never understood how to take it one day at a time. I never understood that stuff. I always heard it. It kind of halfway made sense, but I never got it. It never made any type of sense whatsoever to me. But when I heard that, it clicked. And that's how I quit smoking. Probably one of the hardest things I've ever done. I've quit doing a lot of other things, but quitting smoking, that's hard. And for those of you that don't understand how it's hard to quit smoking, I guarantee you, you have an addiction that you don't even realize you're addicted to. Now let somebody tell you to quit doing that. Yeah. Imagine that times a million. Because it's actually embedded in your head to be addicted to this. So, y'all be motivated. Y'all be prosperous. And, oh, one more thing to you. Now that you're here at my channel, I want to encourage everybody to do me one favor. One favor. It's April the 1st. There's 31 days in April. There's also 31 books, 31 chapters in the book of Proverbs. This is the simplest thing to change your life. I've done it many times in my life. People have seen me change, go up, come back down, see me change, go up, come back down. People have seen me change for the better. You know, I'll do my whole disappearing Brad thing, you know, and I'll run away, change, come back, all this stuff like that. But the way that I was able to change and become better is reading Proverbs. They say that if you read one chapter of Proverbs for every day of the month, by the end of the month, your life will change. I can attest to, I've done that multiple times in my life and it works. So I want to encourage everybody. I'm going to be doing it too. I'm going to encourage everybody. Read one book of Proverbs for the whole month of April. Today's the 1st. Read the first chapter. That's simple. All right, y'all be blessed, man. Peace.